Hey everyone, it's Monica. Happy Be Free Friday. I hope that you've had a great week. I've had a really wonderful week. Earlier, Sarah and Amber and I got together and we recorded a brand new series of Women in the Bible, and it will come out early to mid-October. I don't remember the exact date, but we were so excited about it. And I know we say that for every stinking series that we do, but each one just gets more and more meaningful. So we just left that recording session just super pumped and super excited about what God has to share through those women's stories. So make sure that you come back and check those out in a few weeks. But today for Be Free Friday, I wanted to talk to everyone about reclaiming joy. So I had another topic I was going to do, but sometimes, a lot of times, this is what happens. God kind of changes it at the last minute. I had gotten together with a new friend in the area today for coffee, and yay for new friends. And this woman and I just hit it off right away. Both our sons play lacrosse, and so I was just really excited to get to know her more and spend more time with her. And we were just talking over coffee about how it's so easy as moms, really just as women in general, to find ourselves living with an intensity about what's coming next and kind of feeling the burden of, okay, pick up from school, do homework, have a snack, have dinner, change clothes, go to practice, come back, take showers. And like we kind of start living by the clock. And that there's nothing wrong with that. And that's just life. But it's just this level of intensity that we have, or the expression on our face where we're just kind of like so focused on the next thing to do that we kind of forget about joy in the moment. And we were both just sharing how we want to be really intentional about having joy and being joyful and showing our kids that all the things that we can do through the strength of Christ, we can do with joy. And we can find the joy in it, and we can find the winks from God in it. And we don't have to just be a slave to the circumstances. And, you know, the Bible is full of instances where King David, Paul, Silas, all the apostles, they were all able to find joy despite really difficult circumstances, very trying circumstances, even very traumatic and devastating circumstances. They were still able to live with a joy that comes from the strength of Christ and comes in just being with the Father and being with Jesus himself. And so we were just chatting and trying to encourage each other in remembering that joy, and that the joy is there for us to have. It is given to us as a gift by Jesus. And there used to be a speaker that I loved to listen to, and he sold these t-shirts that said, "I might be having more fun than you," John 10:10, which in John 10:10 is the verse that I came to give you life and life more abundant. And I did all these great things, Jesus says, but you're going to do even greater. And we just so often forget that even in the midst of taking care of kids, taking care of a house, taking care of dinner and laundry and everything else, and doing work and, all the responsibilities that come along with being a woman in this day and age, there's all those things that we have to do, but we don't have to do them with a spirit of just intensity, or with that resting face that we sometimes get, or a hurried and rushed spirit. We can do them still with a spirit of stillness and a spirit of peace and a spirit of joy. And it's just so important that we have homes that are filled with that peace and that joy, and even some fun. And I know we say all the time, God did not promise us an easy life or a life that is free of any difficulty, but he did say we would have joy in the midst of it, and not necessarily happiness, but joy, because we know whose we are and we know who we are. So this one's a little bit short and sweet this week, but I just want to remind you, reclaim your joy. Sorry, I had just like a brain spasm for a second there. And just remember that God came to give you life, and life more abundantly. And the joy of the Lord is what's our strength. So let's go reclaim our joy this weekend. I hope you have a great rest of Friday. Have a wonderful weekend and a blessed week, and we'll talk to you soon.